Welcome back to my channel. We about to react to a little Demon Slayer content real quick. Since my last Demon Slayer got 100 views, I'm gonna assume y'all want me to react to that. I don't know. It's been like 6 days since I posted. It got 100 some views, so we about to react to another one of those by AnimeUproar. I'm gonna have his channel down in the description, his original video in the description. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, subscribe to my homie I'm John, subscribe to my homie MC Tie, and let's get into the video.
What up, Space Fam? Goes in here for AnimeUproar, and today I want to take a close look at the strongest demon moon and strongest demon slayer in Kimetsu no Yaiba. In the newest chapter 174, we found out about Upper Moon 1's extremely interesting backstory. So I'll be covering that in this video along with other relevant information. If you want to see more videos about the new chapters of Demon Slayer, make sure to smash that like button to let me know. If you haven't, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more Demon Slayer content on this channel. Leave suggestions for future videos you would like to see in the comments, and if that ain't enough Demon Slayer greatness for you, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at AnimeUproar for more, including crucial anime updates. There obviously will be manga spoilers in this video. Now without further ado, let's jump into it. In the previous chapters, arguably our strongest pillars, the Rock Pillar, the Wind Pillar, and the Mist Pillar, were fighting together against the strongest demon moon, who goes by the name Kokushibo. Before becoming a demon, he was a demon slayer named Michikatsu Tsugikuni. He is actually an ancestor of the Mist Pillar, Muichiro Tokito. Kokushibo uses Breath of the Moon to fight. He has 6 eyes on his face and can
Bruh, them 6 eyes look hard. His body looks hard.
Create many more with his flesh. He even makes a sword out of his flesh that has many eyes on it. The sword increases his field of vision, and it can be reshaped and repaired if broken. His Breath of the Moon slashes travel through the air at the target, and they are accompanied by many smaller crescent moon blades that are constantly spinning and changing in size. These crescent blades increase his attack power and make his attacks unpredictable and thus harder to dodge. Because he's a demon, he has been able to live for around half a millennia, aka 500 years. This means that he has had all that time to gain experience and improve his skills. We don't even need to get into the insane regeneration abilities that regular demons have, let alone those of an Upper Moon. Even among Upper Moon demons, we are told that Upper Rank 1 can't be compared to any of the rest. He is leagues ahead of them in power. For all these reasons, he has been beating...
Oh, look at his sword. Look at that. That just look hard.
3 of the most powerful pillars for many chapters. However, in chapter 173, our pillars managed to turn...
Look at his arm. That's straight up muscle.
Turn the tide against the Moon Breather.
And he a demon, so that gives him even more power. Oh my god.
Gyomei, the blind rock pillar, developed the ability to sense the demon's pulse and was able to form a clear image of him through his senses. Muichiro also developed the ability to see through people's flesh, like Demon Moon 1 can do. They launch a combined attack and Gyomei manages to take off Kokushibo's arm, while Muichiro sneaks in and stabs him with his sword. Then, while Sanemi and Gyomei are distracting him, Genya, who absorbs some of Kokushibo's powers by eating his flesh, shoots at Kokushibo with his demon-enhanced gun. Just as Tanjiro told Genya in the past, the weakest person has the greatest potential. Since an opponent can only focus on so many enemies at a time, he will focus more on strong opponents and pay less attention to someone who they think is weak. So, the weak person can take advantage of that and open a way to victory. This is
Tanjiro just basically called you weak, but hey, when it's the Hashira, you gotta take what you can get. Hashira back.
Exactly what Genya does. Genya proceeds to shoot at Kokushibo and gets his homing missile-esque bullets into his body. Because Genya absorbed Kokushibo's powers, he is able to use Blood Demon arts, so that the bullets that enter Kokushibo can grow into trees that trap him. I joked in my 12 Demon Moons and their powers explained video that Kokushibo is so overpowered that I wouldn't even be surprised if he had Hashirama cells, and this makes it seem like he actually does. After all, if Genya used Kokushibo's flesh to unleash these tree powers...
Wait, he's a demon? What the hell?
It would make sense that Kokushibo can do it too. Then, like a Jinchuriki, Kokushibo is stopped by the Hashirama-esque wood-style binding. Then, as the strong pillars, including Gyomei, approach him, it seems like Kokushibo finally experiences fear. He finally feels like he might lose this match for the first time. His life feels threatened as the core of his body freezes up. This feeling reminds him of what happened 400 years ago, suggesting that it's been 400 years since someone has pushed him this much. Then we jump to an extremely interesting and insightful flashback. It happened on the night of a red moon, and if there's a red moon, you know something's about to go down. On this night, Kokushibo saw his aged and decrepit younger twin brother, Yoriichi Tsukikuni. Yoriichi is the Breath of the Sun user, and he appears to be the one that cornered and almost defeated Muzan in the past. However, Muzan managed to escape and survive. In his prime, you could argue that this Breath of the Sun user was the strongest fighter in all of Demon Slayer, at least so far. However, at this point, this Breath of the Sun user looks really old. In fact, Kokushibo says that it's been over 60 years since he last met his younger brother, who had stayed human and at this point must be older than 80. Kokushibo thinks it's impossible that he's still alive since he has the mark, and everyone who has one of those is supposed to die before they turn 25 years old. Yoriichi simply gives his sympathies to his older brother and cries. Kokushibo is surprised that the old and ugly figure of his little brother is showing pity for him. Interestingly enough though, Kokushibo holds no anger towards his little brother. Because his little stoic brother was usually so emotionless, the fact that he is now shedding tears causes something to well up inside Kokushibo. For the first time since he was born, he is confused at his own feelings. He decides he has to kill this human part of himself by killing this old man of brittle flesh who appears to be long past his prime. Then, as the fight begins, Yoriichi gets completely serious. The sentimentality disappears. Before he even attacks, his presence alone makes Kokushibo feel as if rocks had come to rest on both shoulders. As he explains, the weight of the air increased due to the old man's aura of intimidation. Kokushibo sees absolutely no opening in his little brother's stance. Yoriichi gives his brother the courtesy of letting him know he's going to start his attack, and then he cuts Kokushibo's neck before he can even react. It's clear that even though he's old, Yoriichi, just like Tanjiro's father was a Dance of the Fire God, can still show unbelievable stamina given the circumstances. Kokushibo reveals that he's jealous of his brother and he's always been. He was always the special one. He is marked, but he lived long. He is old, but his technique has speed and power that is no different from when he was in his prime.
Bro, that's what I don't get. Like, that's your, like, bro, you can't be jealous of your siblings. Like, you just can't. Like, people have different types of talents sometimes. You can't just be jealous of the talents. Find a talent that makes you special in your own way and perfect your craft. Like, you just can't go like, oh my god, like he's good at drawing, but I can do this good, but I really wish I could be good at drawing, and you resent and like jealous and stuff. Like, you just gotta, like, if like you know you can't do it and you practice and you do the best you can at that, perfect your other talent too. Like, you might have something that he might really want, except for drawing and stuff.
Kokushibo has always been jealous because his brother alone seems to be outside the laws of the world, and he receives the favor of the gods upon himself. For these reasons, he hates him and wants to kill him. Nevertheless, he was sure that this old man's next attack would chop off his head and kill him. He points out that his little brother's sword technique even pressed Muzan, saying that it was nothing less than godly. He feels like his insides might burst because defeat seems inevitable. He knows he is completely outclassed. But that final blow never came. His brother, like a true boss, died standing upright. He fought with amazing, overwhelming skills right up to the second he died from old age.
Yeah. So, yeah, I know. Bro, don't tell me. I was about to get mad if we had to wait. Like, hold up. I was gonna get mad.
That is Kokushibo's backstory. He was the twin brother of the Breath of the Sun user that upset Muzan so much and pretty much gave him PTSD. He was jealous of his brother's skills and couldn't even beat him after he turned into a demon and after his brother became an old man. Only the death of his brother, his human mortality, saved Kokushibo from death that day. Although arguably Yoriichi could have finished him off with the first slash, so I can't help but wonder if he couldn't bring himself to kill his brother, even though he was a demon. Obviously, the situations are completely different, but to an extent, the Sun Breath user must have felt something like what Tanjiro feels towards Nezuko. Even if your siblings become demons, they're still your siblings. So it seems that after 400 years, Kokushibo again finds himself in a situation where it seems like he is about to die. However, this time, there is no chance of his 4 enemies just dropping dead from old age. We'll have to wait and see what happens, but it wouldn't surprise me if the strongest demon Moon has some more tricks up his sleeves. But let me know what you think in the comments.
Is that the
theory
end of the
that
video?
Kokushibo was twin brothers with the Breath of the Sun user did turn out to be correct. But man, what a powerful old dude that was. Yoriichi has to be included in all future videos about strong and epic old guys in anime. And that is it for today's video. Make sure to smash that like button if you enjoyed it.
Hey, yo, go subscribe to
And
the
with
channel,
it,
bro.
so has the secret behind the strongest Upper Moon's past has finally been revealed, and with it, so has the secret behind the overpowered Breath of the Sun user. I'm absolutely loving Demon Slayer right now, and I gotta say, it's already one of my favorite series of all time. I can't wait to see what happens next, and you can also stay up to date on crucial news by following us on Twitter and Instagram if possible. I especially want to thank our Pro Hero tier patrons.
Alright. That was a cool little video from the homie. That was this is my 3rd reaction of the day, by the way. So like I said, since I wasn't able to give y'all reactions yesterday, so I'll do it today. I will try to drop also some gaming content either today or tomorrow or the weekend, so keep watching out for that. I don't know when, but I'll try. But hey, remember, go subscribe to my channel, like this video, like all my other videos, like subscribe to my homies MC Tie, I'm John. Subscribe to the channel AnimeUproar. He makes amazing content, amazing. Subscribe to go also watch the original video, put a like on it because he does amazing work.